What's up, guys? I was just on YouTube looking at some different things, and clearly, if you've been watching some of the news, you've been seeing the crazy flood that happened out in Texas, and it just really made me think about just how wild things are, man. You just never know what can happen, and I mean, if nothing else, it should be a reminder to all of us to the things that are important. The people that we love, the people in our lives, that possessions are temporary a lot of times, and to just ultimately put your faith in Jesus, because nothing in this life is promised. Nothing in this life is promised, guys. I mean, it's just insane the things that um, can happen and that do happen. I mean, these are people's lives that have been wrecked forever. And so I'm gonna play, this clip. I haven't watched this one yet, so I'm gonna be reacting to it in real time. But wow, man, we gotta pray for these people. We really do. We need to pray for these people.
The victims of this tragedy range from young to old and include a family of 6 spanning multiple generations. We're learning more about the victims of the flood disaster and the survivors trying to come to terms with what they witnessed.
I had to swim through a window and hold on to the meter box outside of the house.
28-year-old Christian Fell says he stood on the electric meter box outside his home for nearly 3 hours to stay alive. 27-year-old Julian Ryan died heroically, saving his kids by placing them on a floating mattress. Beloved high school teacher Jeff Wilson, who taught auto body repair, also lost his life in the flood. His wife and son are missing.
Bro, let's just pause for a minute. I think as dads, we can think about these life and death moments where we're like, yeah, for sure, I'll definitely put my kids before myself. I'll put my life on the line to save my kids. But man, like really hearing somebody having to do that just hits different, bro. Golly, man, it's just so hard to grasp. Like this man, just the trauma that the kids would even feel, bro. Like watching your dad, knowing that your dad is saving you, and then just seeing him get swept away. Like, golly, we got to pray for these kids. Lord, help us. Help us, God. Goodness gracious.
Sing.
He was able to build relationships with kids, maybe kids that didn't fit the traditional classroom model.
And at Camp Mystic, where more than 24 campers were swept away in the night, at least 11 are confirmed dead. Among them, Janie Hunt, the 9-year-old cousin of Kansas City Chiefs owner Clark Hunt, his wife announcing Janie's death, saying, "If your heart is broken, I assure you God is near." 18-year-old camp counselor Chloe Childress is being remembered for her work with senior citizens. The head of her high school saying, "Chloe made space for others to feel safe, valued, and brave." Those who knew Camp Mystic's owner, Dick Eastland, say he died heroically, trying to rescue campers. His grandson writing, "If he wasn't going to die of natural causes, this was the only other way, saving the girls that he so loved and cared for."
He was, a man that made everyone feel safe and seen. He was just an extremely selfless person, and he showed that until the very end.
Once was lost, but now I'm found.
On Friday, hundreds of girls able to evacuate from Camp Mystic sang songs through their tears as they rode a bus through the devastation. The NFL and singer Shakira are among those already donating to the flood relief effort. If you want to help, donations.
Bro. When I heard them singing on that bus, Amazing Grace, It's one of my favorite songs, because of what Jesus did for me. And one of the most popular verses is, "I once was lost, but now I'm found, was blind, but now I see." These girls were legitimately lost. Some of them not even knowing if they would see their parents, their family, their friends again. And many of them were rescued, bro. And, I didn't even plan for this to turn this way because I wasn't expecting to see that in the clip. But, bro, it really, it makes me think about the gospel, bro. And as tragic of a situation as this is, how many of us are literally, many people around us are literally still lost, just like that. The lives being swept away, families being ruined because of sin, people never seeing their families again, never knowing if they're going to see them again. Gosh, man. If nothing else, man, let's pray for these families. Let's pray for the community. And let's lend a helping hand if we can. Find ways to lend a helping hand if we can, because I believe we can all say none of us want to be in a situation like this. None of us want to be in a situation like this. And if you haven't given your life to Jesus, man, find Jesus. Find him. Hold on to him, because he is the anchor for our souls. When we feel like we're being swept away by life and that things are just tragic, he gives us hope. He gives us strength to learn and to know how to navigate situations like this, to be that shoulder to cry on, to rescue us. There's just no words to describe this pain, and we just pray for the community and the families that are affected, and intercede on their behalf. But give your life to Jesus. Lend a helping hand. Be the hands and feet of Jesus if you're a believer. And God, have mercy on us.